Welcome back once again, ladies and gentlemen. The last game of the day is upon us. The ace match between the Sneaky Nyx Assassins and the North American Rejects. Merlini, it's been a pretty intense series, but what are you thinking here? You're still holding true to your 2-1 Rejects?
They didn't look that good last game. I think it was too much for us to carry. It's not like they put too much pressure on them. It's just like the other people like underperform, I'd say.
You mean for Sneaky Nyx Assassins? Yeah. Yeah, kind of felt like it. I mean, I can just see that dive on the Dazzle from the Mirana up top, and it's one of those moments where you just wonder, what was he thinking?
It's on tilt, maybe.
On tilt.
They needed a gem earlier. That's the one thing that Sneaky Nyx Assassins is really bad at doing. They could have taken it at the Roche.
That seems to be a recurring theme. That's at least like 4 games now we've said, y'all should probably get a gem, and at the end of the game, they just...
Yeah, I mean, Brax picked it up really early on the Bet Rider, and he just destroyed people.
Yeah, it was a smart pickup.
So what else other than that? I think they also need to be better about defending against split push, because staking just caused him so many problems. He was underfarmed as Luna, and he still had a huge game impact, didn't let them end the game. And OD's really bad at sieging towers, so they can't base race. They have to be able to defend against it, just relocate back, or have him push out another lane and BOT over, because he's that farm. But at the same time, I also think like NAR just played really, really well. They had BKBs on the heroes, and they know that BKB just destroys OD, so they know that they know the right item choice. They got the gem very early. Sand King also set up a lot of kills, and overall they just, like, even Dazzle, he had the 8 toes to pop the Lincolns, which led to the potentially game-ending lasso, the next to last lasso, not the actual last lasso, and then he also had a Scythe of Vice. Like, compared to Whitebeard, he had Blink and Arcane.
That 8 toes really came in handy at the end of that game as well. We commented on how long the range, the cast range on Atos is in one of the games earlier today, but that last fight, it was all about killing the OD, and that's how they broke the Lincolns from long range, was the Atos, and didn't give him any time to react. So let's go ahead and hop right into this draft here and see what we're working with for our final game of the day. Again, the winner of this will be facing off against EG in the winner's bracket finals. The winner of that matchup will be one of 2 teams that have secured a slot in the Summit, actually coming out to the LAN finals. And of course, the loser here will get knocked down to the loser's bracket, where they'll face off against Team Liquid in a best of 3 for elimination. So things are starting to come into shape here, Merlini. Ancient Apparition, first pick from the Rejects, though. We've talked about AA a little bit. Still think he's overrated?
Yes, I don't think he's first pick.
Yeah?
He's alright, he's decent.
So
he's not amazing.
Do the Rejects have a pocket strat up their sleeve here, or is it just a casual AA?
Probably.
Maybe some global setup? Invoker?
I think he's really good against heals. He's really good if you have setup, like AA Ultimate, or sorry, Chronosphere and Clockwork Ultimate comes to mind, and the hookshot. Cog, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, global strat is always a possibility. Get some Sunstrikes, get some Wrath of Natures going on.
Spectre up in here.
Yeah, get some Haunts going, maybe a little Zeus, have some Thunderbolts going crazy, but they actually pass on the Invoker. They grab the Nyx Assassin instead, and I reckon Invoker will probably get banned out here, but time will tell. Mirana banned out by the Sneaky Nyx Assassins, and they also don't want to mess around with that Bat Rider.
I don't think Korok plays Invoker.
Oh, really?
I don't think so.
Okay.
He plays a lot of Dragon Knight, a lot of Storm Spirit, a lot of Morphling, and Kunkka. I think those are his main 4, I believe. I'm trying to think of any other Korok heroes. He plays Tiny, but that's not a solo mid hero that's very common.
It's not very... it is semi-viable and competitive, but it's not always the easiest thing to execute.
Oh yeah, he plays TA.
TA? Okay. That's another one.
He plays some anti-mage.
So Darkseer, Sand King, the first 2 picks for the Nyx Assassins. First pick, Darkseer.
5 seconds remaining.
Is that your IX Mike hero? He plays some Darkseer, right?
Darkseer's not terribly difficult to play at a good baseline level. It's really hard to have huge vacuum walls.
Yeah, it's hard to be on the universe level. Those universe blink vacuums, they're pretty dirty. I don't know. We haven't really seen IX Mike play the Darkseer. We've seen him play Clockwork and Bat Rider primarily, and a little bit of Centaur. So I think he can handle the issue.
He's played a lot of Nyx.
Yeah. And oh yeah, Nyx. That was the one I was missing.
It could be a solo mid one. You never know.
Yep. You really don't. But SNA, they ban out the Korok heroes. Those that list you just rattled off. Well, DK and Morphling were 2 of them. So, trying to limit.
I'm actually very surprised that they haven't picked him Storm yet.
Yeah. Have we seen him play Storm at all this tournament?
We haven't.
No, not even once?
I don't believe so. So I think another big important point is giving Brax a high impact hero. I think he had super high impact last game. Without Brax playing the Batrider, I think they would have lost. And even on LGDN, I think Brax was really, really important to that team too. So if he can make plays, they can probably win.
Yes, sir. The sneaky Nyx Assassins, they'll think about this third pick quite a bit, burning a fair chunk of their bonus
they straight
time.
up banned the Ursa.
That Ursa respect ban.
What about, there's no Tiny now, or no Tiny ban rather, so sneaky Nyx Assassin can
give Ush his signature Tiny.
Or PL even. I think those are the ones. But, I mean, we've seen Ush, he can play most of the carries, at least the fairly common ones. And they banned Disruptor too. Disruptor's an interesting ban.
Maybe that means they're gearing up for a Wisp pick. Well, the sneaky Nyx Assassins will.
Radiant team.
Third pick Wisp to go with their Sand King Darkseer.
Fuss was good enough. There were two relocates that he missed, but only because Fox stunned him. But overall, he was still at the right place at the right time for the most part, and still played pretty well.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know why. Because does Whitebeard play Sand King? I don't know. I'm scared of him on big playmaking heroes and heroes that require farm.
And both of these supports are
Playmakers.
very finesse-oriented supports.
His tree was decent. It was decent enough.
It was good that game. He didn't whiff any overgrowths. He had some pretty decent plays. Probably could have skilled that Nature's Guise a little earlier, as we talked about. But all in all, I think he performed well. Been a little hard on Whitebeard.
You haven't. I have.
You in particular. I've been joining in the fun a little bit.
1437 had a pretty good dazzle. He got picked off a couple of times, but that's the risk that happens when you are trying to farm for big items like Scythe of Ice. If you don't put your, you're not going to farm those unless you farm somewhere riskily, unless you want to take away from Luna's farm, unless you want to take away from Kunkka's farm, which he does not want to do.
Right. And yeah, I think for him, like the little misplays that he made were counteracted by the huge farm he had at the end. That Scythe of Ice certainly came in handy and helped seal the deal. And even the Atos really came in handy as well as the Lincoln's Breaker. So I like it. It was an atypical Dazzle build, but
Rod of Atos is useful because it doesn't actually get used.
because it breaks Lincolns. I mean, that was its biggest utility that game. I didn't notice any big cripples that were like, oh my god, the slow! The refraction!
I did not either.
Can't resist the urge to poke some fun at the master of refractions.
So sneaking Nyx Assassins, they're really good at their early game. Their mid game is a little bit shaky, and their late game is weak. So I think they need to draft a more early game lineup. Maybe pick some mid game. Ooh, back to the Brew. Cool.
Big Bruinstein.
Brew's ownage, man.
Now I wonder if they'll put him mid or
I think it's a mid one.
I want to say it is. Is that the SNA hero?
Ush isn't going to play it. It's a SNA hero.
Ush Brewmaster. That would be interesting.
He can't carry hard enough.
Yeah.
On Brew, but
he's got a crit though.
It's pretty good versus North American Rejects. Like, what are they going to do once Brewmaster ults? If you Shallow Grave, he can just Cyclone it, and everyone just has to turn tail and run. They don't have enough physical damage to kill the fire one. And
watch out, he'll be hurling boulders.
Yeah, hurling boulder.
So, Ancient Apparition Dazzle. They'll be joined now by a Wraith King, and this will be a position 1 Wraith King for the Rejects.
Sneaking Wraith King.
The king playing the king. I like that.
There are a lot of heroes that you don't actually want to be in melee range against, like Darkseer, Sand King, Brewmaster. Brewmaster can just always just dump Drunken Haze on him, and I don't know. It's going to be difficult for Wraith King.
Yeah.
He's not a Manta hero, and he's typically doesn't get BKB either, so I think they can just Drunken Haze him, just completely ignore him.
I was just thinking that Drunken Haze is going to be so good this game. This will not be one of those, I'm going to skip it kind of matches. 45% miss for 8 seconds at level 1.
He maxes it. SNA maxes Drunken Haze before Drunken Brawler.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Last time he went 4-4-1
so
instead of 4-1-4.
Yeah, even better against the one true king. I'm not so sure about this.
Well, what else would you prefer? Like a Luna again? I guess Luna's been banned. No, Luna
hasn't.
They could have done Luna again. I don't really see what's wrong with Luna.
I'm still samesies. I'm still not completely sold on the position 1 Wraith King. I think he works a lot better as like the Zai style, playing him as a nice aggressive support.
Prove you wrong.
Hopefully, that would be nice. I mean, he definitely can work in position 1, but I feel like a lot of the games where I see him really dominating people, it's they win other lanes and it's a one-sided matchup or I don't know. You see there's some games where it's like Luna hits critical mass and you're just like, damn, Luna won this game. She trucked those structures. I don't really have that feeling about Wraith King very often. I often feel like most carries could do what he does at the end, in the end game.
It's true, but at the same time, it's because they put him in the same role. It's because they put him in the safe lane farming role. I think he's really good in aggro tries, and because your
for sure.
supports can rotate once he gets level 6, and he doesn't have to worry about dying. He's a very aggressive carry, as opposed to Luna, who's more of like a passive farm.
They might aggro try here. With
Yeah.
AA and Dazzle, they certainly could get away with it.
It depends on what. Ooh,
Whoa!
whoa,
Riki.
whoa.
Sneaky, sneaky. I like this, but okay.
I know what they're gonna do. They're gonna
Riki
ion
EO?
shell him and then just have him run around in permanent invis and just kill people.
Is he gonna farm for Radiance while he's at it?
Yeah, why
And
not?
Just get some more auras. But Riki EO is actually not that bad, and Riki's lane presence has been buffed quite a bit now that you can backstab on denies there. So he does deny a
It's
lot.
overrated.
A little overrated, but it does help his lane presence. You can't deny that.
So
see,
does.
see what I did there?
I can't deny
you
it.
can't deny it because you're not Riki. Get right.
10 seconds remaining.
It's terrible.
Bloodseeker. The return of Bloodseeker. Not the return, the beginning of Bloodseeker, Merlini. I am so excited. This is the second Bloodseeker game we've seen today.
Bloodseeker with BKB, they can't do anything unless he initiates on Brew. So it's all about shutting down the Brew, I think. And he can with that really long duration silence.
And Bloodseeker is also really good against Riki.
Is
Say
he?
hello to Detection. They don't like to buy gems around here, and now they won't need one. Well, they might still need one.
NAR
but-
likes buying gems.
Yeah, that's true. But Bloodseeker, he is their gem.
Eh.
He helps against Riki, though, for real, though. If he's low health, he tries-
Every hero helps versus Riki. Quote unquote.
Bloodseeker more so than... What do you think? Bloodseeker isn't good against Riki? Come on,
No, I don't necessarily think so.
he reveals him. You don't...
He has to get a BKB. He can't fight a melee range. I don't really like the mass melee lineup coming up from North American regions. They have Smoke Cloud, they have the Thunderclap, they have Drunken Haze, they have Sinking Ultimate, they have Sinking Stun, they have Vacuum Wall. All these are somewhat small radius and like somewhat short cast range, and you don't actually want to be close to any of that. And that means both
That's
melees
true.
are forced to get BKB, and they'll leave a pretty significant window of time for SNA to kill them a lot before they get their BKBs. Kind of like game number 1, where they have carries that come online and are useful, but they need to farm there first and get there. And SNA, they're really good at taking the early game, so you actually want to draft more early game and less BKB dependent heroes, I think, versus their lineup.
Okay. I see where you're coming from. I don't think Bloodseeker is like the hard counter to Riki, like he's going to win in a man fight, but there are times where Riki sneaks away, compliments to that ultimate, and if he's low health, Bloodseeker will reveal him with his tingling blood sense, his spidey senses.
Whoop-de-doo.
All right, Merlini, fine. Be a naysayer, but
Whoop-de-doo.
You know what?
You can see him sometimes.
we'll see if it comes in handy this game. All right, we don't need to argue. We don't need to bicker back and forth. We'll let it go to the videotape.
25% true sight health. Who's playing it too? Korok. Oh, he plays
Korok
Bloodseeker.
Bloodseeker. Okay.
That's cool.
All right, fine. Maybe I just can't get my head out of the pub game.
AA ult plus Bloodthirst plus Rupture. I guess that's kind of cool.
That is actually really cool. I didn't really think about that.
It's not the anti-Riki though.
Definitely not.
Anti-Riki's like
Do you think-
Bristleback who would just crap on him.
Like Bristleback?
Bristleback, Riki can't attack him. He just takes more damage.
Oh yeah, because you want to backstab.
What else is pretty good?
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know. There's a lot of stuff.
If it's Riki versus Bristleback and they like 4 points in Bristleback, 4 points in backstab, is it best for Riki to hit him in the front?
Well, if you hit him from the front, he doesn't spike, so probably in the front.
Yeah. Even though you do more damage in the back, it procs quills faster. So.
Well, I don't know if you do more damage in the back because he has 40% damage reduction.
Well, you do less actual damage to him, but it's more damage going into the Bristleback that procs more of the quills.
I'm not sure if it's the 250 quill spray releases before or after reduction, but I don't know. There's other stuff that's good versus Riki, like Bounty Hunter.
Okay, you're right. Bounty Hunter is very good against Riki.
Way
That's
better
true.
than Bloodseeker.
That's true. It was just a little. It's like a little Sousson, you know. It's just a little like. It's good.
Whoa!
It's
You can
decent.
ice for Vortex, so he moves around a little bit slower while he's in this.
Come on,
It's like
man.
you're grasping for straws here.
You know, Thirst is way better against Riki than Ice Vortex. That's
It's
not a
25%
fair-
threshold. That's really low. If he's below
That's really
25%,
low.
he's probably gonna die anyways. It's
Maybe.
like
Maybe
I
you know
don't
they
know.
dust him. He's running away. The dust expires.
God.
and you got
this
Thirst.
is silly to argue about. It has an impact against Riki, okay?
All right.
It has an impact. I'll leave it at that.
Okay, all right, fair enough. We'll have to agree to disagree on the amount. I don't know. We don't get to see Bloodseeker that often, so maybe I'm getting too excited.
Dude,
Maybe I'm
number
reading
3.
too much into him.
That's a lot. That's
Yeah.
more than Panda.
I know, but I'm saying we don't have like it's. You know, there's some heroes that you've seen like Nyx Assassin, right? We've seen him a lot. I know what his abilities do. I have a pretty good handle on who he's good against, vice versa, all that stuff. Bloodseeker, I have some general ideas of who he's good against, but we haven't really seen it in action on a pro level.
He's really good versus Darkseer, I think. You can purge off the Surge, and you can just
the purge.
You can just BKB and just go on him. If you Rupture him, he's dead too. So I think it's decent in lane because you can also just eat up the Iron Shell and you don't care. You just bloodbath.
Pretty good against Sand King. See him working on that epicenter. Just smack him with the Blood Rage.
If you're saying he's noob enough to
if you're saying King's standing there next to you. Hey guys, don't mind me, casual epicenter channeling over here.
It's just very wishful thinking on your part.
I'm just having some fun here. We're stuck in a pause, and looks like, as Fog said, they think that he lost power. So,
okay, so
we are potentially in a rough situation here, Merlini.
If you assume the odds are on Dota 2 Lounge are what you think the actual odds are, just assume they are for the sake of argument, 60-40.
I coming into this series at face value, I would have said 60-40.
Okay, so
55-45.
Coming in third game and post-draft, do you still think it's 60-40 NAR SNA?
Well, now that you told me how shitty Bloodseeker is against Riki, I don't know.
I don't think he's shitty person. I just don't think he's amazing person.
Okay. Theban just said, well, you know what, guys? I didn't really want to play this game anyway. I'll see you later. We might need an official admin call here. Mr. K-Poptosis just joined the court. I know we might need you to go fetch a David though. Theban has just disappeared and they don't know what happened to him.
20 minutes is the standard time.
So 20 minutes is the standard, but do we reschedule or are we forfeiting? What's the? I don't know what the official ruling is here. Yeah, well, yeah, they think he lost power, but he's not. I have very limited information, but here, I'll read you word for word. Think he lost power, calling him. Theban just disappeared. We don't know where he is. Probably internet died. And then IX Mike said, we'll take the forfeit. So, we're waiting and bickering about the power of Darkseer. Yeah, oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, we're waiting. We're not going anywhere. We'll say, Khan asking David's for advice.
Does he not have a phone?
Apparently, maybe his phone was dead. He was charging it and he lost power. I don't know, man. I don't know what these teams do. Fog should be back soon. Oh, boy. We've got issues. We've got issues. It's Goody all over again. I'm not really sure what that means, but sounds unfortunate. Anyway, back to the original question. Who was their fifth hero that Theban's supposed to be playing? Dazzle. I don't know. Both of these are really interesting.
He's
drafts.
back.
Oh, he's back. Okay. All right.
Brian, we're good. We're golden.
No, he has the patch.
Oh, he's got a patch. So does that mean we have to remake and we all have to get the patch?
I think you just wait for him.
We just
Anyways,
wait.
talk about.
But
Give me a friggin' answer.
Won't he be on a different patch than us?
Oh
though?
my gosh, they have a noob banners.
I know you don't like the banners.
Well, no, it's because they split it in half because they don't know how to make banners.
But yeah, both these drafts are kind of interesting. Like, we've only seen a little bit of Bloodseeker. We have seen very little Ancient Apparition, actually, over the past week or so. And even, like, the Riki and Brew are interesting picks as well. We might be okay. Apparently, he's coming back, but we heard rumor that a patch just got released, so he might have to patch. But apparently he's at least back on Skype.
If he can't get in, the ruling will be they have 10 minutes for him to get back in, and they can find a stand-in during that time.
10 minutes, then they'll have opportunity to find a stand-in. Okay, during that time. All right.
If he doesn't get back in,
I think he's stuck patching, so we're just gonna have. If he gets DC'd and a patch comes out and he downloads it, that means we probably have to. Our official David admin is shrugging, so we'll have to play it by ear here. Everyone can patch. Oh Jesus.
Small patch, I hope.
200 megs according to IX Mike. Well, so anyway, Merlini, I don't know. I don't think either side has a clear out draft here. I want to say I like the SNA draft a little bit better. It's a bit more conventional, but I don't know. Some of it will depend on how well the Brew farms, I think, and the Riki as well. What do you think? Yeah, I got you. Thanks, Boss.
I would say I like SNA's lineup a little bit more, although I'm not sure how the Riki's going to fit in. Riki is a hero I have not seen at all in the Summit NA. I don't even know if I've seen it in like the past 3 months. maybe even longer. I don't know. When's the last time Riki's been picked that I've watched? Memory eludes me. But I'm just not really sure how big of an impact he's going to have this game.
I'm sorry, who?
Riki?
Riki? Yeah. Very snowbally. I feel like there's like a really good window between like that level 7, level 11 where he hits really hard if he goes some early agi items and levels up backstab primary. That's like a window of opportunity where he can really do a lot of damage. But you can also just farm through that window and then be scary after that as well.
Well, we also don't know how good Ush is on him.
Yeah. Ush just wants to say hello to everybody. So that's nice. Oh, man. How unfortunate this is. Sad times were had. Boop. Boop. Korok boop. Boopy doop boop.
I
boop.
still didn't hear any pirate jokes.
Yeah, that was a really
Disappointment.
disappointing pirate.
You made
pirate
you made a
action.
claim. You asserted a claim, and you didn't follow through.
I know. I feel bad. I was so ready. There was that one game where I was just going ham on the pirate voice, and I don't know what. I just wasn't feeling it that game. You can't force the pirate voice, man. There's nothing worse than a Davy Jones that doesn't fit. You know, old Squitter beard man. Do you like pirates? Are you a Pirates of the Caribbean guy?
All right. I don't have anything against pirates.
All right, Jesus, dude. It's epic. Come on, man. The Pirates won. Sometimes I just turn it on just to watch the costumes
I like
and the
superheroes
music.
more than
Superheroes,
movies
man.
more than
What's
pirates.
cool about Superman? The dude can fly. He's immune to everything except krypton. I don't dig on Superman. Superman blows.
But you dig pirates?
Pirates are fucking awesome.
Who scout for booty?
Hey, are you telling me Superman's better
go
than
on ships?
pirates? Because I won't stand for such heresy.
I'm just saying I like.
Walk the plank, you
I
scallywag.
didn't even say Superman. I said superheroes.
Superhero. So, all right. What's your ideal
I don't know,
like?
I just like the movies more.
So what? You like the Avengers and shit?
They're better than pirates. of the Caribbean.
Yeah, right. You want to watch all that CGI bullshit? I'm trying to watch Johnny Depp stab people without CGI.
Davy Jones isn't CGI. What the hell?
That's fair. That's fair.
Come on,
It's
now.
badass CGI though. You know. I mean, to be fair, the latter pirate movies got a little out of control with the CGI. That third one when they're having like the cannon battle when they're stuck in the maelstrom, that's pretty intense. 70% done patching. All right, guys.
Your mom.
Your mom. I like pirates though. They're pretty cool. The first movie's the best, I think, by
Your hair
far.
could fit for a pirate.
Yeah, I know. I wish I was cast in that movie. That would have been awesome, just as an extra. Just an extra scallywag swabbing the poop deck. Could have been awesome. But yeah, I also am a sucker for Johnny Depp. Good actor. Cool hairdo. Where did the pirate lore come from? Is that something that Disney made up? No, it can't be. Like Blackbeard
What?
and whatnot. Where's like, is there official pirate lore somewhere, or did Disney just make it all up? You
I
know?
don't think. I,
'Cause
don't
I
know
feel
if
like
they made
pirate
it all
lore
up.
has existed for a while, like Blackbeard and whatnot.
What else is there besides Blackbeard?
I don't know, other pirate shit, Calypso and the Kraken.
Oh, that's
The Kraken. That's a
the
pirate
Odyssey.
thing, right? No, that's the Odyssey. I don't know.
Some of it's from the Odyssey.
Where did it all come from?
The Greeks.
Well,
Oh,
he reconnected. So does he have a patch advantage over everybody else now? How does this work? All right.
I'm not sure, dude.
I'm surprised that he was able to reconnect, honestly. I thought we were going to have to remake. Look at... Nice! Vlad is super happy. To be fair, it's like, what, 5 a.m. in Russia? So Vlad is probably eager. Apparently his hotkeys got reset.
And
so,
something is burning.
Well, things are running amok here. So, Merlini, what's your favorite thing about 6.81?
6.81.
If that
Probably
question was
Naga
too hard, I
Siren
have
Nerf.
another one. Oh, okay. You like? Yeah, I know you don't like Naga.
It's sometimes nice playing her, but all the time is just makes Dota so unbearable.
Naga.
It's kind of reminds me of the phase in Dota 2 when there weren't that many heroes out, and Anti-Mage and Nature's Prophet were in every single game, and there were only like 30 heroes in the game, and it just made the game absolutely unbearable. I was like, well, how am I supposed to defend split push when I can only pick like 20 heroes? And it was just like, oh, ugh. I think they're fine now, but
Yeah.
Naga Siren every single game is, or Ember Spirit every single game was kind of.
You know what I don't
made
like
all
about the
pick
patch?
terrible.
That I get Mirana every single game now. There's
Really?
all the games I played yesterday, there was a Mirana on the other team, and I kept getting
There's
beat by
Mirana-
Moonlight Shadow.
There was Mirana in the game before 6.81.
Yeah, and I didn't like that either, okay? I'm tired of having to buy gems to deal with Moonlight Shadows, and I just... It's ruining my pub experience, Merlini.
Pick Bounty Hunter.
Big Bounty Hunter. Yeah, that's good. I actually got Bounty Hunter in an AR yesterday.
Dude,
It was
Bounty
pretty
Hunter is
fun.
sick.
Dude, I trashed
I'm trying to
people.
bring
It
him
was
back.
so much fun. I love it when you play AR and you get a like killer hero like that. You just run around and get a Desolator and just ham it up. Are you an AR guy? Do you like all random?
I like all random, but it's not in ranked.
Should it be in ranked? I don't think it's. I mean,
I do
over
know over
you
the
mean.
long term, all random will balance out, right? You get some crappy heroes, you get some good heroes, whatever. I think it's. I mean, people take rank very seriously. I just don't think it's very fun when people give up after like 1-4-0 in a fight in unranked, and they just like end already. They won't do that in ranked. They'll like fight to the death, and I like people who fight to the death.
Yeah. So Twitch chat is saying that Blackbeard was a real person. They flamed your Greek reference. Apparently Disney owns pirate lore.
Wasn't Calypso in
Calypso? Yeah, she
Greek?
was in it. Yeah.
Yeah, what
she
the
was.
heck?
She was
Blackbeard obviously isn't
she-
Greek.
she-
But
she-
Calypso is.
Calypso. Davy Jones. That's a thing, right? Wasn't that guy in the Monkees named Davy Jones? That singer from the '60s.
Don't talk to me about music before the '90s, dude. I don't know nothing.
The Monkees, dude. I can't get on board with the Monkees. I don't know. Something.
Is Calypso even a pirate reference? What the heck?
I'm not so sure.
I don't know.
I don't know. That was just like her name. She was like the Caribbean lady with the
Oh,
nasty
yeah.
teeth with the big dreads. She had the really thick like Creole accent or whatever accent that is.
Calypso is a nymph in Greek mythology.
Yeah. So damn, Berlini knows his
She
Greek
detained
mythology.
Odysseus for several years.
Look up. I don't know. Wikipedia pirate lore or something.
Okay, I can do that.
Gar.
I can read some hero lore.
I could cosplay as a pirate.
Can I read Kunka's lore?
I dare. Oh, you should. Let's read Kunka's lore. Actually, I want to know what the admiral's been up to. One day the admiral came and. Can you do it in a pirate voice?
Oh, you can do it.
You want me to read the lore in a pirate voice? Sure. As admiral of the. I don't know if I can do it without laughing. As admiral of the mighty Kladish Navy, Kunka was. Oh Jesus, we got a game, son of a bitch! All right, well, we'll have to save that for another day, boys. We've got Kunka lore, and looks like everybody's ready to rock and Roni. So. Okay. Long pause, Merlini. We lost some of our momentum here, but we've got to recover. Who did you say that you favored? I've forgotten.
I didn't say I favored anyone. Because you
Which
went
draft?
on and ran
I
about
was
pirates.
That's my bad. That's my bad.
I like SNA's draft a little bit more. I think it's more unique. Even though they have the Bloodseeker, I think that Panda and Riki adds more to the unique flavor than Bloodseeker. So I'm excited to see what they bring. And there's always something to be said about putting in new stuff. Also, looks like Tether is in between Fluff and Whitebeard right now. So Whitebeard will be playing the Wiz and Fluff on a Sand King. That's not what I expected. Sand King's a bigger playmaker and a more important role, I'd say. So it's probably better that Fluff's playing it.
I wonder if Whitebeard is an indirect reference to Blackbeard. Do you think it's secretly a pirate reference this whole time? We had no clue.
Get off the fight. There's no Kunka this game. There's no Tide.
All right, there's no Kunka. That's my bad. Let's
You know,
introduce some roster.
We
Oh,
didn't
what?
see the. I want to see the Sand King Epicenter relocate combo. That combo is pretty sick.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyways, go ahead.
Okay.
Go introduce some stuff.
So we've got the North American rejects here on the Radiant side. This is Game 3, the ace match, winner
Dude,
take
wait,
all.
wait, hold on.
Okay,
Snaking and IX Mike both being good mannered. That's just everyone take a moment for silence.
All right. Respect. Moment
Okay,
of silence.
respect.
Fogged, he'll be on the Ancient Apparition here. We'll have the Snake King working on the Wraith King, and we'll just call him the King this game. Korok Boop, he'll be solo mid on the Bloodseeker, and whoa, he's got some pretty sick-looking Fury Blades here. I've never really seen those items, but they look pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. 1437 playing the Dazzle once again, and last but not least, it'll be... Oh, no, that was it. Brax, he's on the Nyx Assassin. That's who we're missing.
Go ahead.
All right, Dire side, we've got the sneaky Nyx Assassins. IX Mike off lane on the Dark Seer. Ishka Fel in the mid. It will be Sna playing on Brewmaster, and it'll be a tri-lane up top. Whitebeard on the Wisp. Fluff and Stuff on the Sand King. And Ush, he's on the
He just
Riki
missed a
Marin.
deny.
Uh-oh.
Backstab OP. That chain, dude. I didn't even think that. Whatever. I'm over it. Anyways, Korok Boop in mid versus Snog, already getting harassed out.
It's a very minor nerf. I mean, it's not that bad.
It's buff.
Yeah, sorry, very minor buff. I mean, it's not that big. It was just his only change, so people talked about it.
A got changed. No one talks about that.
What,
Dazzle got changed. No one talks about that.
Hey, I talked about it. What was AA's change?
You don't even know it's so insignificant.
Hey,
Minus
I know
5%
my
attack
Dazzle changes, okay? Oh, yeah, the attack speed on Chilling Touch. Yeah.
Nyx got changed. Wraith King got changed. Everyone got changed on Radiant. But you're only talking about Bloodseeker. Why him?
Bloodseeker? We're talking about Riki, dude.
Oh.
what are you talking? What?
Oh, I thought you were talking about Bloodseeker.
Bloodseeker?
Never mind. Panda got changed?
Yeah, Panda did get
Darkseer
changed.
didn't get changed. No one else got changed. Okay.
I liked the. I actually liked the Panda change. You were the one that shot me down and said that it was useless.
I didn't say it's useless. It's all right. It's not like it doesn't.
Can we queue up that episode of In the
It
Studio?
doesn't make him
hear Merlini
immediately
tell me it's
like
useless?
super. It's just okay. In team fights where Panda actually shines, it's almost irrelevant.
That's a fair point. That one I'll agree with. It's the Panda one actually isn't really that big. I think it's
cool in lane. It's much better in lane than in team fights.
I think it's cool to take the hero a little away from just all RNG and giving him a little touch of predictability. I thought that was a nice touch, but yeah,
well,
really not that
it's not
big.
really that RNG because everything's pseudo-random generator anyways, or PSR, pseudo-random distribution, PRD, sorry.
Yeah, about that.
Do you not know about PRD? I hope you know about PRD.
I know kind of. In what context of the...
So
explain.
most things that are percent based, like RNG based, is not actually that RNG. Like for example,
give me let's
critical
like
strike.
crit. Okay, yeah.
You'll crit once or 15% of the time, so 3 out of 20 times, but it's not gonna be. The distribution is pretty flat, I'd say. It's like 1 out of every like.
Yeah, it levels out over time.
No. Sorry,
No.
like you're not very likely to crit 5 times in a row. It's much less than.
Oh, right. Like
15%.
there's a cap on like being able to just to RNG it straight up like that. It's not straight up random where you can get 5 crits in a row. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, the longer you don't crit, the more likely you are to crit on the next hit.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I mean, it's yeah. Okay. So you're just trying to say it's semi-normalized.
No, it's pseudo-random distribution. It's not true random.
Yeah. Yeah. It's because is that because computers can't do true
No,
random?
No.
No?
You don't know.
All right. I don't know what
I'm
you're talking about.
That's
then.
okay.
I have absolutely no clue. I thought I knew what you were talking about, but as it turns out, I'm completely
Well, computers
clueless.
can't do true random. This is
Yes.
true. So
Pseudo-random. Yeah.
That's
It's
but
based
that's
off
not
the clock.
that's not what the PRD is.
Yeah. PRD is actually a difference. It's like
Ush is getting destroyed on top
Yep.
with the chilling touch, but he'll live. Just blink strike away.
just got wrecked. I'm sulking over here. Not as smart as I thought I was.
You can look it up. It's pretty interesting.
All right. Send me some links after the cast, Merlini.
Dude, just Google PRD.
Uh-oh. Courier. It'll fly right over IX Mike, but no. It's got no damage. Never mind.
Oh, Arnavis.
Oh, always in the danger zone with the Arnabis. I don't know what it is about this little bunny, but he's always flying into crazy spots. IX Mike is just so aggressive down here.
Well, if
He's
that
our
siege
last
creep
hit
wasn't there, I
leader.
think that Brax would have been dead. So he's kind of lucky that he's over there. But actually, Brax has boots, and Darkseer does not, so it will be a little bit difficult for him to kill.
Yeah.
They need to get this creep wave out of there if they want to get the kill, but oh no, Cyan Shell's out. This will not be a kill.
Yeah, they're okay just farming for now. Brax has actually picked up quite a few CS even under the tower, 17 and 2. So even though they're pressuring him hard, he's almost level 6. This is not a bad opening for the Nyx Assassin as long as they don't kill him in the next like minute or so. Once he gets Vendetta, that kill potential will kind of go out the window. Fluff, sitting here on the Sand King. We're already 5 minutes in, and he hasn't really farmed anything. 0 across the board, no last hits or denies, and there are no stacks for him to retreat to. So this will be a pretty delayed blink coming out from the Sand King.
Yeah, I think they need to get boots and get a kill on Brax like as soon as possible. Like
Yeah.
right now.
Fluff has boots up. He's just about to hit Vendetta. This would be, or hit level 6 and get Vendetta. This is your ideal time. But
So
I don't
Fluff
think they'll
says,
find
screw
it.
this, picks up level 2 Sandstorm and will go on a runaway because their top lane is suffering heavily as a result of this. Skeleton King has twice the last hits of poor ol' Ush because there's 3 heroes up there. And Sand King's not really doing anything. He is doing something. He is sandstorming the Alpha Wolves.
He's not really doing anything. Sandstorming Alpha Wolves is not ideal. He should be sandstorming a quad stack by now in the dire jungle.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah, I mean, relative to what a Sand King could be
Well,
farming
Whitebeard
at
could
right
be the
now.
one pulling. You can use Wisp with double
First blood from Brax. He catches IX Mike trying to kill some neutrals. And Brax will be rewarded. So it's a turnaround the other way. We were worried about the Nyx Assassin getting killed, but now he's the one with that bonus gold, and he is off to a really scary start. In the mid lane, Korok gets initiated upon. TP coming in, but the smoke cloud enough to keep him locked down. 1437. He'll be silenced for a while as well. He doesn't have a shallow grave. Dazzle, what was your plan?
Middle tower
I have no idea.
Ooh, that was pretty sloppy from the Shadow Priest. I mean, the Bloodseeker, say what you will, he got caught with the rotation from the Wisp and the Riki. You don't really expect a Riki to rotate down, even if they're missing up top. You don't.
Even if Riki weren't there, he still would have died.
Yeah.
So,
But, I mean,
everyone wants to kill Brax. Brax is level 6, but he doesn't actually have his ultimate up. He does have Magic Stick mana in right now, but he doesn't have a cooldown up. So I don't know. Do they have detection? No, they don't.
no, I don't see any.
Well, I think Brax is just gonna Magic Stick and just Vendetta away, or just straight Vendetta
Radiant
away.
structures are fortified.
You know, he'll just TP away, and it'll be successful. They don't have the interrupt. Fluff not in position to use the Burrow Strike.
Well, this should be an easy tower, though.
Yep. And up top, that tier 1 tower getting pressured a little bit. Snake King cutting the creep wave.
Oh, already with the Robot of Magic.
Next, Mike gets hit by a heal bomb, but yeah, this will end up being an easy tower. Who gets the last hit? It's the Darkseer.
Is it gonna be a Blade Mail Rush or a Drums from Wraith King? I'm not particularly sure. Drums, I'd say, is a little bit better just because Blade Mail is pretty useless versus Brew, and I think Brew's going to be the big problem in the mid-game team fight. Oh, speak of him.
Speak of the devil, he gets ruptured, he gets Vendetta. They'll have more than enough damage to bring him down, and Korok is the one to grab that last hit. He's now level 8, and maybe even going for a fast Midas. What's coming on the courier? Yeah, there's your hand of Midas coming out for Korok. So, what are we looking at here? Pretty even game, but the North American rejects have a small experience edge.
Sand King trying to kill 1437 on bottom.
Oh, Ush hops forward, uses the silence, but Fluff, he stutters. He's not in position for the Burrow Strike. By the time he gets it off, the Grave already comes. Now they're diving a tier 2 tower. Brax is in. They'll kill the Nixus, or they'll kill the Sand King, and
that was Fluff's fault.
That really was. He stuttered, and they could have just stunned
either
up
both
the Dazzle.
commit or they both retreat.
Yeah.
Just the half-ass committal is just not very good, especially versus Dazzle that finally has level 1 Grave. I think Sand King should just stack and pull. It's been too long since he's done so, because he hasn't done it yet, and he needs his Blink Dagger. He's just trying to play too aggressively, trying to dive a T2 tower with a level 4 Sand King, unless your coordination and your execution is spot on, which it isn't. Then they can't do that. And also, Wiss hasn't been stacking. Wiss needs to stack these camps, too.
Yeah, exactly. And I was just thinking, you know, if Fluff is doing all this and trying to move around and set up kills, and there's someone stacking for him, and he could retreat to a 4-stack here, this would be much different. But no one stacked for him, so he'll just kill a single stack, doesn't even try and stack it up. Looks like he will now after he damages it a little bit. But, yeah, this will be a very delayed Blink Dagger. Korok in the mid, he gets dove upon, but it will not come for free. Beautiful Impale from Brax, secures the kill onto the Wisp. Now the ultimate popped by the Brewmaster there. Fog doing some fancy footwork around the trees, keeps himself alive for now. The Brew will scout him out, so there's plenty of duration left on the ultimate, but look at Fogged. He is living up to his name here, fogging him like crazy. Ooh, that tornado just in the nick of time before he goes back into Brewmaster form. And old Snake King might have been able to actually set up a counter kill there. So ends as a 1-for-1.
It should have been a better trade for Snan. It should have been a 2-for-1 right there. But anyways, Ix Mike moving on. Pressure top lane doing very well in terms of his quest for mech.
Yep, he sure is. Has himself the buckler now.
Fluff is picking up some momentum too. Finally.
Fluff and stuff. Yeah,
but Uch is really poor this game. He's 1-0-2. He hasn't died yet, but he got tri-laned at the top, and now he's desperately trying to farm, but Riki is not your best late-game carry. He is level 6 now, but he needs to get kills, and the games that we've seen Ushers go out of control, he got off to a really, really good start, and I'm not sure if his team is good enough to create the space for him or set up enough opportunities for him, so this is the true test.
Yeah, the true test of Ush as a carry player, but yeah, like
no, of his team, not
of his team. Oh, yeah. I see. I interpreted that the wrong way. My mistake. I feel like Riki's tail is extra big. Did he get like, oh, he's got a rare tail, that's why. It's like, Jesus, did his tail get a buff in this last patch?
Blade Breaker Brush.
Yeah, that's...
I thought it was a bush.
The Blade Breaker.
Oh, in mid, Rupture.
Snide, he's going to run through it as well. Trying to juke the Impale, it'll hit in long range. And yeah, no way he's surviving this one. Bloodseeker gets another one on the scoreboard. That makes it 5-3. And now the North American rejects, they're starting to ball out of control. All three of their laners topping the net worth chart.
They are not about saving Snan mid.
What happened to Nyx Assassin's net worth? Wasn't he just at the top?
He dropped his arcanes.
Oh, there you go. That's what it was. Okay, there. Now that's back to where he was. All right. Good call. That freaked me out for a second.
Well, smoke comes out. Vendetta up in 20 seconds. We only see 2 hero smoke, though. Rotating top. Can they kill Ix Mike? He has purchased most of his mech. I think actually all of his mech.
Yep.
So if they do get this kill, it's not the worst thing in the world for SNA. But how is Panda ult coming along 6 seconds? But he just TP mid, so they won't have him.
Yeah, IX Mike will retreat to the tower here. Looks like he'll be safe and sound for now. The smoke will reveal pretty soon. But wow, Nyx Assassin very close to a Blink Dagger. 1,500 gold already on him. What is the Skeleton King going for? No, hasn't committed either way, just still sitting on the casual Robe of the Magi. Tricked out robes, bruh.
Yeah, he had that a while ago.
Yep.
I still don't know if it's blade mail or drums, but probably one or the other.
Yeah, it looks like Ush will be going for drums after his power treads. And Wisp is just following him around, being his buddy. Everybody needs a tether. There's your mech up on IX Mike as he goes back to the base to heal up. And North American Rejects will just work their way into a free tower kill. The Siege Creep will get the last hit, and that will level it out 1 tower apiece.
AO flies to the mid lane, and Brax is already there to defend. They really need the Blink Dagger on Brewmaster, but just hasn't found the space to farm it at all. Or rather, he's died twice. So I think if he gets that kill and if he, on AA and he doesn't die, he'll have his Blink Dagger now. But NAR doing a very good job of shutting him down in the mid lane. Koroks recovered quite nicely. Not really sure what he's going into after the Midas. I think he needs a BKB this game though.
Fogged walks right into Ush, but makes the heads up play to TP home, and he can do it. One more auto attack probably would have secured the kill. But Fogg did the math, and he barely survives.
So close.
Yeah, so close.
That point
indeed.
booster.
Yeah, that point booster actually saving him there as he just picked it up. That's good news for Fogged as well, just going straight for the Ag Scepter. Something. And Bloodseeker still top. He's the Hand of Midas carrier, and what's scary for SNA is their leading farmer is the Darkseer. Yeah, he's got a mech, but that just speaks to how far behind the Riki is. Relocate down bottom. They'll go on to Korok, and they'll bring him down. Plenty of burst damage. Brewmaster to start it off, and well, now that Wisp has hit level 6, you got to be careful for those relocates.
Gotta respect it. I think he has to probably go for a BKB rush. That's probably the safest build. I'm not really sure what options there are. You can go SNY if you really want to, but sooner or later you're going to need a BKB. And he's not going to be able to split farm because of the threat of the Wisp gank unless they start taking down towers and pushing his 5, but that's not really Bloodseeker's strength.
Yeah, now look at this. The Wraith King, he doesn't commit to anything except the Hand of Midas. So he will just be going hard farming, and the North American Rejects, they just want to outgreed this. They'll take it late and let their Wraith King and Bloodseeker soak up all that farm with their golden hands.
Now Nyx Assassin has a Blink Dagger. Black should not be 3-0-2. They had committed 2 heroes down to bottom, and they still weren't able to really shut him down.
Ooh, Wisp gets shattered by Fogged.
That Bloodseeker.
That vision. Ah, the thirst coming in handy. It wasn't against the Riki, but that global presence.
Things are kind of falling apart for SNA because they have the better early mid, and they're actually slipping behind, and this is their strength as a team, is being able to get ahead in the early and not really snowball their way to victory, but maintain it instead of extend it and then try to end the game from there. And that's usually off the back of a very farmed Ush. And now Ush, he's, what, number 4 in terms of net worth, a little bit below the Darkseer, and now NAR really pressuring them.
Yeah, Fluff comes in, a pretty big epicenter, does a lot of damage, but the follow-up just isn't there. He falls in return. Grave comes out onto Snake King. He still has his ultimate, so even if he goes down, that's good news. Dazzle and Nyx have already been picked off. There's your reincarnation. Right now, 1 for 2, but the rest of NAR kind of in retreat mode here. Korok Boop, not much he can do. Snake King just tries to TP home. That's not happening. Darkseer ends up getting picked off by Fogg. He does shatter, but Fogg goes down in the end. And it's a 2 for 4, the way of the sneaky Nyx Assassins.
And it is a 4-step on Bloodseeker, so utility tool, so he won't actually die to relocates. But the mech from Darkseer, the Brewmaster ultimate, now he will have his Blink Dagger and 1,000 gold to boot. And that's just, you don't want to take a team fight against a Brewmaster. They were trying to outgreed, they got the Midases, and then they didn't choose to outgreed. I don't really know where they came up with this plan that it was a good idea to push mid, but they have the better greed line. I think they should have been playing this like game 1, except they weren't super far behind.
Yeah, when you get the double Midas, that's a lot of your gold just put into these items that don't do a lot for you in these team fights. So that's really the worst time for them to take a team fight. Best time for SNA to take one with that shiny new Blink Dagger on the Sand King, the mech on Darkseer like you mentioned, and even Brewmaster very close to his Blink.
It wasn't even that good of
shape.
an epi. He didn't have enough mana for a Burrow Strike, and they still won the fight.
Yeah, it seemed like that NAR might have been able to turn it
they're
around.
going mid again? After they just lost the fight. They don't have Wraith King ultimate anymore. I don't know about this.
I also think the Dazzle should have graved himself instead of Snake King because he had Reincarnate. Really no point to blow the grave on the Wraith King like that. But without a Reincarnation here, Snake King needs to be careful. IX Might or Brax off the mark with that stun. Snake King taking heavy damage now. Korok, he's kind of in retreat mode as well. they're just not in fighting shape. I don't know about this play. They get the kill on the Darkseer. That's something.
He got force theft.
Yep.
Easy force.
Yeah, force theft synergized as well with the Rupture, as we've talked about. Brax again off the mark with the stun. In comes Fluff, stuns out the Dazzle. He takes a Wraithfire Blast, but the smoke cloud from Ush breaks at the fight, secures the kill on Dazzle. No grave for you. SNA silenced up. There's your Wraithfire Blast, but he's just too darn tanky. Ush coming back in, backstabbing the hell out of Snake King, doing a lot of damage. The King will stand, and the King will fall. Korok now on retreat mode. He's got all that movement speed. He may make it back to safety, but why are the rejects taking these team fights?
I don't know. They're just lost the fight. And they're fighting into 2 blinks. And actually, they didn't know Panda had a blink, but after losing a team fight that badly, you expect them to have a blink. So I don't really know where the brute force mentality is coming from.
Yeah.
They can approach it with a little bit more finesse. AEO comes out. Is it going to connect with anyone? Fluff.
Fluff, he jukes it. Smart play from the Sand King. You good, you good. Yeah, I mean, especially without the Skeleton King ultimate.
Yes.
If you have that ultimate, maybe you can try and force a fight in the mid lane like that the first time. It didn't work. Doing it again without that huge cooldown is...
To be fair, they didn't have Epicenter up, they didn't have Wall up, and they didn't have Panda ultimate. But they still have 2 blink initiates.
Yeah, they still have a lot of damage.
They even silenced Panda like almost every time he wanted to blink and ult. Or blink and clap, rather. And still they lost the fight. I don't know. It's just a weird game plan. They can't pick off heroes very easily. Rupture and A ultimate, Nick Sesson with Rupture, Nick Sesson with A ultimate. Like, all these are just very, very good. Relatively short cooldown will give them a lot of map control, and SNA actually taking a lot of flak in mid.
Yeah, they even burned the weave on that as well. Now Fluff comes in, just stuns up the creeps, but now Dazzle's out of mana. 1437's being very liberal with his mana usage this game.
Are they trying to threaten mid again?
It sort of looks like it. They've got 3 heroes grouped up.
Just stack farm, don't get picked up by Wisp, and
use those Midas, man.
Yeah, use the Midas, get level 11 on Wraith King before you start fighting again.
They have the farming tool, but look at this. The rejects, they've already picked up a gem. They're doing what they do best.
Look at the gold
gem.
It was 2,500 in favor of NAR and then 1,500. So that's a 4,000 gold swing just because they had the wrong game plan.
Oh, big swing, but Brax, he's the gem carrier. They're scouting out Ush. They will set this up onto the Riki. Wraithfire Blast to start things off. Ice Blast flying in, connects onto the Riki. Blink forward from SNA. That pops the ultimate. And, Epicenter from Fluff will be off the mark.
Oh, they need to back off. This is bad. I think this is the time for NAR to push mid. Yeah. If they really wanted to. But, I mean, they could just farm if they really wanted to, too. Well, this tower's still almost about to fall.
Reincarnation is coming up. Top tier 1 will be denied. Dazzle gets the last hit there.
That's a blink dagger on Darkseer. So they have the triple blink threat.
Wow. Yeah, this is just the complete opposite. NAR going for super late game with the Hands of Midas, and SNA doing the complete opposite. Blink Daggers, mid-game presence will be their name of the game.
They need BKBs on the heroes because the way that SNA's fighting is a cloud into a vacuum. And with 4 melee heroes, you're inevitably going to get probably at least 2 in a good situation, 4 or 5 in a bad situation. So if they get that sort of initiate without BKBs, well, here they go.
They'll go on to Fluff. The weave to scout it out, and he will get stunned. There's your Wraithfire Blast, but again, vacuum into wall. Catches 3. Burrow Strike from Fluff before he goes down. Dazzle first to fall. That means no grave. There's your Reincarnate from Snake King. He'll be coming back up. Can they get the kill onto IX Mike? Another stun comes out, and he does fall. That's a 1 for 2 going the way of NAR, but it's not over yet. Snake King on the retreat, taking backstabs like a king. He uses that Midas before he goes down, but it's a double kill for the Riki Maru.
Man, they really hate this T1 tower in the middle. I can't get over how many times and how badly they want this, and it's just not the best idea.
Yeah, that's really the only way to sum it up. They keep going into it, and I mean, to be fair, it's pretty low, but...
Oh, he's about to get the half HP. I don't know, it's not. They're going to see you with Bloodseeker. I think they might know what's up. Do they know?
A regeneration rune. They'll tether it up.
Ooh, that was close.
He's okay, but they'll scout it out with the Fogged ultimate. They will not be able to do this.
Are you sure? Are you sure
about this? They're not killing it very quickly. Epicenter's not available.
They have Brewmaster ult in 4 seconds.
They can take a fight in here if they want to. They've got to get here quick, but they can still do it. Brax coming in. He will get stunned up to start things off. Roche falling very quickly. They won't be able to finish off Roche. They get the kill on Sand King. IX Mike gets ruptured and silenced. And one more attack or 2 ought to finish him off. Yeah, he'll go down. Ush coming out. Now that Roche has gone down, Riki did pick up the Aegis. Going hard onto Korok. They get the kill there. Dazzle stuck inside the Cyclone. He'll come back down and won't even get the Grave off. It will be a 2 for 2. All right, maybe they couldn't fight in the Roche pit.
Dude, Panda ult, man. Panda ult was down in the mid fight and they almost lost it, but every time Panda's ult, it's not going to take a fight until they get BKBs on NAR, which is coming out soon for Korok. He needs about 1,000 gold, so good that he died before. Wraith King, he has Blade Mail, but Blade Mail.
Yeah,
I'm not a huge fan of the Blade Mail rush on Wraith King. I think it's okay sometimes, but Panda ult is the big problem. And Epicenter. And
I mean, I do like Blade Mail against Sand King. Pop it when he epicenters, you can't turn it off for turns a lot of
usually
damage.
you won't be able to see it coming because Epicenter blink stun, and then by the time
That's true. I guess you're stunned, so you can't.
it's the same thing about BKBs too. Like it's nice in theory, but in practice you'll rarely get it off before.
Okay. All right. Good call. Well, a 2 for 2 around the Roche pit. Things still looking pretty good for our Dire side. SNA leading by 3,000 gold, 1,500 experience. And wow, this Brewmaster is pretty darn close to his Ag Scepter. He'll have the Blade of Alacrity in 500 gold.
Trying to think about what Riki is going to go for, and if they can take the late game if NAR decides to play passively. They have 2 Midases, but they've taken so many mid-game deaths that I don't know if the Midases have been worth it.
Yeah, BKB out on Ush now, so just a casual Yasha for now at least. And he still has the Aegis.
It's just the ultimates that are just wrecking NAR in these team fights. Oh, buddy, Korok boop.
Yep, he's going to get booped himself, relocate forward, so even though he survived the initial onslaught, does not live to tell the tale. Now, the Sneaky Nyx Assassins will press forward, looking for Snake King, his ultimate still on cooldown. And they won't find him.
So they can still do more damage with the Aegis before Korok finds his BKB, and they desperately need BKB, and they should have been just past the farm mode, I think, quite some time ago before they lost their T1 tower, but let's see how they approach this fight.
Yep. Stun out onto Ush to get things started. Brax just tickling him, but he reveals his position. Ix Mike coming in. Doesn't find the initiation. SNA poking forward. Still no Ag Scepter out, but does have a haste rune on, so he'll be just fine for now. Looks like they will just settle for damage on this tier 2 tower. Ice Blast comes in. Connects on 3 of the 5. Not bad, not bad. And that will quell the push for now. Tower down to about half health. But Sneaky Nyx Assassins still in good shape. They get a free kill out of this, and they'll just reset and pressure the tower once more. Now Riki is top in the net worth charts here, Merlini. The tables have turned. Tables are getting flipped.
Because NAR just threw bodies at him.
Yeah.
What?
I really don't understand. I mean, if they hadn't gone Hands of Midas and they had picked up a mech, early fighting items, then that's not a bad strategy. It's got to be one or the other. You can't really do this hybrid. We're going to farm and kill you. That's called the we just win strategy, and usually it doesn't work.
Well, they're trying to take a 5-on-5 in mid. They have a Sentry Ward. It will see this Observer Ward if they actually poke up the hill. And they know that Ush is free to move, at least before the gem comes into play.
And Riki. Oh. They put down a Sentry.
No, they had a gem.
Gem on the Nyx.
Brax was on the high ground.
Okay, yeah, he's still hanging on to that gem. Now they've got that nice early gem here, but still haven't been able. Wow, Riki is 7-0-6.
He was quiet at the beginning.
Holy Toledo. Yeah, Ush has really picked up a lot of momentum. He already has another 1,800 gold following that BKB.
So here they go. Can they look at their positioning though? NAR's positioning is really good, and this is where Blink Dagger is not especially useful when you're pushing. Oh, they might go on Ush or Brax. They have a Reservoir Ward on the high ground though.
Yeah.
And they know.
They're thinking about Snake King, but he's now got his level 2 ultimate, and of course it is off cooldown. Still plenty of time left on the Aegis, at least a couple minutes.
If Panda can get Wraith King +1, he'll jump in ult. So he just needs to look for someone to be slightly out of position.
Oh, Ush almost gets stunned there. And what are they going to do? Just focus the tower or go for the heroes? Looks like they do want the tower. Deny. Will not happen. Ush gets stunned, but still gets the last hit on the tower.
Are they going to go high ground? I was like, I think it's a little bit too early to do so.
Yeah.
Aegis going to expire in a minute and a half, but I doubt they'll be able to accomplish any other objectives other than farm up their jungle, which is not that bad. Scepter out on Brewmaster. Probably needs like a Vlad's next, I think. Shiva's is nice too. Lincoln's is also good because he keeps getting silenced by Bloodseeker.
Yep.
BKB is always good.
Arcane Boots now up on the Darkseer. There's your Ags on the Brew like you were talking about. And, ooh, it's going to be a Halberd on the Wisp. He's got himself a Sanj. Well, I guess it could be Sanj and Yasha, but Halberd probably more likely, huh? What do you say, boys? Just making sure you're still awake over there, Merlini. Bloodseeker working on his BKB, as is the one true king, Snake King on the Wraith King.
It's the Basher.
Ooh, Basher on the Riki.
I usually see it in combination with Mask of Madness, but Basher's still pretty good. He has a lot of uptime because they don't actually have that many disables. They have some with like Nyx's Essence stun and relocate coming out on bottom.
Boop boopy doop boop. Korok pops his BKB. He gets body blocked, throws out the Rupture onto Wisp, moves into the fog, and Whitebeard will find a home in the trees.
Or will he die?
Oh, will he shatter here? I'm thinking he might. Ew, he relocates back. The rest of the fight breaking out. Darkseer wall comes down. Nyx Assassin first to fall. Dazzle goes down second. Epicenter hasn't been used quite yet, but they also proc the ultimate from Snake King. There's his Blade Mail, but they just don't care. They'll chop him down. That's a 1 for 3. They trade their support Wisp for the core heroes of NAR. They'll get a tier 2
Wisp, they didn't
tower.
get a kill on the Wisp. He died in neutral.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, God, the poor guy. Good call. Was that intentional? Was he going to shatter?
I think he relocated back to neutral creep.
Or he
yeah,
just-
he was going to shatter.
Okay, so it's good. That's a good. That's even better. It's a 1 for 0.5.
Radiant's bottom tower
No
is
glyph
under
available.
attack.
They still have 3 heroes down. Ice Blast comes in. Will delay a little
They
bit.
had to back off soon. Rupture's about to come off cooldown, and that
They-
would be almost a guaranteed kill on anyone who gets ruptured.
They do some decent chip damage to the tower, though. Still
It
a
was-
very successful team.
If they had the Aegis, they might press further, but it's still a very risky proposition. They don't want to overextend. They know that they have the lead. They don't want to blow it, and sometimes that's where Nyx falls, or the SNA falls, whatever the team name is.
Wow. So they took the gem. Nyx Assassin was carrying it, and right away, they buy another.
See, they're so good about carrying the gem.
Mm-hmm.
They are versus Riki, to be fair.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Bloodseeker could provide vision,
they've
right?
got Bloodseeker. Damn it! I was just thinking, like, oh man, I'm regretting some of my choices.
It's just in practice, it might sound like it works well, but
You mean on paper?
on paper, yeah. Sorry,
Yeah. I'm all about that paper.
paper.
Yeah.
Theory craft score. You gotta play more
I
Dota,
like the
man.
theory craft, but sometimes on execution is where it stumbles.
You gotta play more dotes.
I remember the first time I tried to do Radiance Rush on Naga. I thought it was so easy. And needless to say, I never got a Radiance.
Did you get a relic?
I might have had a relic before they pushed the throne, but
Did you have half a relic?
yeah, I had half a relic. It was just a feed fest,
Dude.
man.
Baby steps, man.
Baby steps.
First you get 38 gold, then 3,800.
Arteezy makes it look so easy.
That's how it said. Oh, Fog gets. Oh, they pop the smoke. Oh, they doesn't pop the smoke.
Oh, wow, that was close. Ix
Okay,
Mike comes in, big vacuum. They'll have the damage. Sorry, Fogged, but you did.
That guaranteed crit.
Yep.
He doesn't hit very hard though.
Yeah, that's the problem. You get Ag Scepter and you hit like a wet noodle, relocate in, looking for the one true king. He doesn't have an ultimate. Can they find him? Yes, they can. They'll bring him down. They even pop the Panda ultimate for it. Is this close to a GG push here, Merlini? They'll stun up the Dazzle. He doesn't even get to
Jeez.
grave.
Dude, the Ion Shell on the Earth Panda? Are you kidding? I think it's ownage.
Yeah, this is trashing people. He's pulverizing people.
Wow. Well, that was
Literally.
very timely, killing Wraith King right before his ultimate comes up.
Yeah, like 15 seconds left. Wow.
SNA are doing it. They need to end the game early, and that's what they're doing. Too many minuses than they are. Too many mistakes trying to get that mid tower that's still up.
Sylar to fall. SNA is doing it. Ush, he gets 4-step forward. He gets
Whoa,
ruptured.
whoa,
Pops his
Rupture.
BKB. Ush, be careful, buddy. Don't run. Stand still. Oh, no, he falls. Bloodseeker.
Why did he run?
He gets a 1,200 gold bounty for that.
Why did he run in with Rupture on him?
I don't think he noticed. He popped his BKB, or maybe he doesn't know that BKB doesn't cleanse Rupture, but he popped his BKB and he went hard. That's it. I don't know. Whitebeard now, he gets stunned up. Silence comes out on him, but uh-oh, there's Fluff and Stuff. The Epicenter, the Richter scale is going off the chart. It's a 3-hero turnaround. And now 1437 may fall again. Does he get the grave off this time? Yeah, he sure does. Snake King chopping people down. Riki buys back. IX Mike survives. Snake King still has to reincarnate, but now he gets stunned up. He's in trouble. He falls. He's got 1 life available. Maybe it's the GG push after all. Buyback from the Bloodseeker. He's going to come in. Korok, what can he do? Throws out the Rupture onto SNA. This time he hits that hold button. Still able to chop away. Gets 4-stabbed. Korok, can he survive? He's cruising. He's got his speed boots on, roller skates. And, well, Wraith King doesn't live. Korok does with a few to spare, but I don't know about his base. Or do I?
Radiant's
They need to heal
bottom
people up with
barracks
that.
are
With that.
under
Ice
Oh!
Blast.
Oh, wow. Both people dodged. Well, Brewmaster got hit by the small part, but
Yeah.
not the big part.
Itty bitty.
Well, they need to get out, or else Bloodseeker's just going to clean them up.
He's going to take out the trash, but
under attack.
wow. SNA are very close to sealing the deal. 14,000 gold and experience. Roshan is respawned. It was a very short timer. I think it was less than a minute. And they should be able to secure Roche. And a double damage rune. The stars are aligning. For SNA, that is.
Other members of SNA needed to make big plays, and I think they have. Sand King with a huge Burrow Strike Epicenter. SNA with some very, very clutch Panda ultimates in the mid-game, and even IX Mike with those vacuum walls to set up a lot of kills. So I didn't know if their other members could perform up to the level of Ush, but they have delivered. And with this, this is very close to it being sealed.
Ag Scepter now up on the Dark Seer. That is so scary. They've got
doing
both
it, guys.
gems. They're doing. Liquid is doing it. I mean, Nyx Assassins are doing it. I've seen that LD video too many times. Oh man. Oh, that intro.
When things are going poor for you, go just gun for the T1 in mid, NAR.
What? They still didn't get the tower. It's still standing. That's the sad part about this game. They tried so hard for that tower, and it's still alive.
If they get it before the end of the game, though, it will be a victory. 5-man smoke if they think all is lost, but clearly they don't think all is lost. They still have a pretty good shot. Fogged has his scepter, so he's actually pretty rich.
Define pretty good. I think,
pretty good?
I think they have an okay shot.
Pretty good is better than not GGing out right now.
Okay, well, Fog, the scepter ain't going to save you here. He does connect with a short-range Ice Blast before he goes down, but now Korok comes in, gets vacuum, doesn't get the Rupture off, it actually cancels it. And Riki solos off the Dazzle on the side, and okay, they don't pursue onto Korok.
This is close. Dude, the Ion Shell on Brewmaster is ridiculous.
Barnabas, run! They're coming!
Arnabas?
Arnabas!
It's not Barnabas.
Run, Courier, run! Alright, they live. A close one.
Dude, Abyssal Blade on Riki.
Yeah, that's dirty.
Well, BKB Wars, 1.
Every time you say BKB Wars, I think of Storage Wars, and I think of Dave Hester and...
Oh, dude, he's getting owned. Why are you going on the T4, buddy?
It's okay, just hit the tier 3s. Don't get overzealous here. The supports are coming back.
They need a big A ultimate to set up this fight. Can they do it?
IX Mike, he gets stunned. Wait, what's happening here? Epicenter. Oh, that's where the fight's breaking out. I heard noises, couldn't find it. 1437 gets off the grave, and Fluff actually dies to the Bloodseeker. Did he get ruptured? Yeah, he sure did. Now, the Earth Spirits, are they okay? Yeah, they're running about, just zoning out the entire team with the Spirits. Meanwhile, mid lane of Rax have completely fallen. Starting to feel like GG Merlini. There it is, the call from 1437.
They've done it.
What a series, but the sneaky Nyx Assassins, they take it 2-1. And ye of little faith, neither of us thought they'd be able to do it. But the rejects, they get put down. They go down to Chinatown, a.k.a. the losers bracket against Liquid. That was very inadvertently racist. I'm so sorry, and I'm glad my co-caster is Chinese. That almost makes up for it.
Stream.
I'm rage quitting. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Well, what a fun day of casting that was.
Why couldn't you just say they're going downtown? I don't know. I don't know.
It's just one of those old sayings that doesn't usually carry much weight. It just rhymes.
I'm just kidding. I don't really care. I thought it was really funny.
I'm glad. Yeah, we're good, Roland. You can put us on camera. I'm a little flushed from making that slip by accident.
Sneaky Nyx Assassins, they play so much better than they did in the group stage. Like, some games that were like, even if they make it to the playoffs, I'm not really sure how far they're going to go. But this series proved that they are legit.
Yeah, I feel like everybody stepped it up today. I felt that same way about Liquid. They didn't win, but they played a lot better. And both
it might
these
just be like a mentality, hey, we're finally in playoffs now.
Yeah, the best of 3 series is a different dynamic as well. And a best of 1, kind of anything could happen. You don't know exactly how they're going to draft. Maybe they catch you off guard with a weird pick. And a best of 3, that's limited at least somewhat. So
I think Whitebeard delivered in this series too. He really did step up his game, and I can no longer call him super weak.
A little hard on Whitebeard, but yeah, his Wisp was pretty good, 3-3-14, and he didn't have any.
His tree was solid enough.
Yeah, it's true.
Well, they didn't pick up a gem. I think that's one of their big mistakes. But other than that, I mean, they pulled out a wide variety of strats, wide variety of carries. They are no longer like tiny +4.
Well, if there's one thing that we've learned, it's that Bloodseeker does not work very well against Riki. So I'm glad we were able to get some good anecdotal evidence out on the videotape.
Oh my God.
And that's it. So we've got brackets here, guys. We don't have standings today, but EG versus SNA, that will be the upper bracket finals. The winner of that best of 5 will be moving on to the LAN finals. And in the lower bracket, it will be Liquid versus NAR. The loser, of course, will be going home, and the winner... staying home. That's a good way to put it. winner will be moving forward, and then they will be facing the loser of EG versus SNA. So
And the winner of that will be coming to our home.
So it's getting towards the tail end here. Everyone is still in it. Everyone's still alive, but tomorrow at least one team will be eliminated, and one team will be in the finals.
2 matches tomorrow.
Yes.
First one is NAR versus Liquid versus NAR, and the second one is the BO5. I'm not sure if there's a winner bracket in it. I'm sure somebody will tell me if there is, but
yeah, and that's the tentative schedule. Hopefully things don't get shuffled around, but the best of fives do take a while.
For some reason I heard tentacle schedule.
The
I'm casting
tentacle.
way too much Mason.
Way too much 9 tentacle surprise. Oh boy. But that wraps up our coverage today, guys. It was a pretty epic day of Dota, back-to-back best of 3s, and we saw some good matches. So we'll be back tomorrow. What time do we start tomorrow? Is it the same time, 1 o'clock?
It is. That's what it says on the website.
One time. Okay. All right. As long as things don't change, we'll be back. So I'm Sayori, guys. This is Merlini. Give us some love on Twitter, at SayorTV, at Merlini Dota, and, of course, at Beyond the Summit. This is the Summit America, powered by Twitch. Thank you for joining us on BTS. We're done for the day. We'll see you later.